The most important part of manifestation, you have some limiting beliefs. You have some subconscious programming that needs to be shifted.
It's a really beautiful combination of not just having all of the light and all of the positivity. It's you also have to clear out the basement. You also have to make sure that everything is taken care of in your subconscious, which usually we are not really realizing. But if you aren't where you want to be at, then there is something that's in the way that you're not seeing clearly.
And manifestation is more about what do I need to remove. It is not about what do I need to learn, what do I need to get, what do I need to add, what affirmations do I need to say. It is more about what is that dirt or garbage in the basement that I need to let go and I need to release, and I need to understand that it's just the programming.
We're just so used to our own minds. We're so used to our limiting beliefs that we think they're just fact.
Change your questions and ask, why is this happening for me?
Yes.
What is the lesson here? What is the opportunity to learn a new lesson?
Here we are. We are up leveling. Let's do it.
You are the one that you've been waiting for. No need to knock open the door. Take the leap and be the dream. Be the Dream is your guide to authentically sharing your voice and stepping into the life you've always wanted. Whether through music, speaking, or creative expression, we're here to help you own your unique sound and make an impact. I'm Carolee Garrison, and this is your time. As a lighthouse for aspiring vocalists, I'm here to illuminate the path to fearless self-expression, helping you tap into your most vivacious voice. Through powerful interviews and expert insights, you're going to gain the confidence to be heard, be seen, and finally be the dream. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Be the Dream podcast. Happy Easter. I hope you all had an amazing, special weekend. I hope that you're enjoying the weather. It's so gorgeous outside, and I'm really just so grateful to be here. I want to introduce you to our guest today because she is just beyond phenomenal, and we're going to talk about the secrets of manifestation, like what you're missing in making your dreams actually come to life. So today our guest is Helia Oghani. She's just incredible. She's a licensed coach who was trained by Bob Proctor, who's a world-renowned personal development and mindset expert. Sorry, if you don't know who he is, he's amazing too. You should definitely go look him up. She specializes in manifestation. Her mission is to empower individuals worldwide to manifest their dreams, whether that involves achieving financial success, securing ideal jobs, or creating fulfilling relationships. She works with clients online, exploring the profound principles of the mind and universal laws, including the transformative law of attraction, to help them turn their aspirations into reality. She's had years of experience coaching individuals from diverse backgrounds, and she has transformed lives by helping people clarify their goals, overcome limiting beliefs, and unlock their full potential. Her holistic and practical approach blends mindset coaching with actionable strategies that deliver real, measurable results. I know you guys are just going to love this episode, so we are going to dive right in. Welcome, Helia. I'm hoping I'm still saying that right. I'm so excited to have you and to talk about all things manifestation. I'm just thrilled about this topic and to get the chance to talk to you today. So I think I'd love to dive in by asking you how you got started in this work and what led you to helping people work on their manifestations.
Hi, Carolee. Thank you so much for having me. First of all, I'm excited to talk all things about manifestations, my favorite subject, and maybe some clarification, because some people have a wrong idea about what manifestation exactly is. We'll talk about that if we have enough time. But how did I get started? Oh boy. I've started with, actually, have you heard of Abraham Hicks?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I have her books, his books. Their books on my shelf behind me, actually.
Amazing. So I think it was almost maybe 20 years ago. And I found her by just randomly on YouTube less than 20 years ago, maybe 18 years ago. On YouTube, found Abraham Hicks, and I just loved it. And she talked all about manifestation and vibration and getting to the vortex. And so it was like something really new and exciting for me, and I kept it to myself for many, many years. I didn't share it even with my ex at that time, my family, my friends, because I thought that was a little bit out there, especially that many years ago. Nowadays, it's more people are talking about these things. And even before that, when I was a teenager, I was always interested in, I think, two main categories of life: personal development and growth, and also spirituality and the world of energy. And I've always read spiritual books, like I read Osho when I was a teenager. So I've always been a curious soul, and I still am, and I will be for the rest of my life. But I never thought this would be my career, my business. No way. My mind, it didn't even come to my mind. And after that was the movie The Secret.
Mm.
And then from there, yeah, I've always been kind of like in this kind of environment, trying to learn and grow and understanding law of attraction,
Well, and the
manifestation.
truth
But
is, there's just something about like Abraham Hicks and that whole work that really just draws you in when you start
yeah,
thinking about it. It just rings of truth, and it like pings your soul, and you're like, I have
yes,
to learn more, and it is truly life changing.
yeah, absolutely. And it was all great, and I loved it, and I still love Abraham Hicks. But what changed really everything for me, like my mindset, my character, my personality, my relationships, my business, the amount of money I earn, everything shifted when I was in real estate a few years ago. And I was struggling in my real estate business, and I took different coaches, different programs, and nothing really helped much. They did, but not that much. And it was just a lot of grind and struggle. I was feeling like there's something missing here. Why am I working so hard and not getting the result? And Bob Proctor popped up on my YouTube channel, and I started taking their program, and really everything shifted from there. The reason why I love Bob Proctor program and teachings, and he was, by the way, if your audience don't know, one of the teachers in the movie The Secret, is
It's pretty
that,
amazing.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
such a legend. And so his teachings, like Abraham Hicks' teachings, are amazing. And for like, if you don't feel good, go listen to Abraham for 15 minutes and you feel
Yeah.
uplifted and amazing. And it helps you with your feelings and emotions and really understanding how the world works. But if you want to change things practically in your life and see different results in your life, that's what Bob Proctor's program does.
Mm.
Because it is not only about understanding the law of attraction and all the amazing things about manifestation, but it's also very practical. So when I took Bob's program, everything shifted for me, obviously not overnight. It took me almost, I would say, 8 months. Things started to shift, and much more like after a year, and then much more after 2 years, and then much more after 3 years. My real estate first year, I became an award-winning agent that year in my office. From struggling to award-winning to tapping into luxury real estate. And then I just fell in love with Bob's teachings, and I quit real estate. And this is what I've been doing for the last 5 years full time.
Amazing. And I love that the combination of the practicality with the understanding of, the law of attraction, and this is how the world works. So can you talk to us for a minute about, that combination? Like, what are some of these practical aspects that you learned that you help your clients with?
Well, there is a lot. I'm sure we can't cover everything today,
Right.
but I'm gonna share the most important things as much as I can. So you know how in the manifestation world, Abraham Hicks or all other amazing teachers, they talk about like visualizing what you want
Yeah.
or having vision boards and really daydreaming about that thing that you want, the house, the success, the money, the relationship, which is great. But this is only one part of manifestation. And that is why so many people watch The Secret, go create vision boards, keep repeating affirmations, nothing changes, and they get so frustrated. So many people, because I talk to people all the time, and they think manifestation doesn't work for them. They say this is like the most, I mean, this is like very, very sad when people say, I think manifestation works for some people and doesn't work for other people. It
Mm,
can be far from the truth, anything further from the truth. Because if something works for someone, it absolutely works for each and every one of us. Why? Because our essence is the same. We
mm,
have different talents and abilities, sure, but our essence is the same. Our essence is soul, is energy, is infinite intelligence living in human physical body. So everything is absolutely possible for you. The reason why it is not working for you, because on the most important part of manifestation, you have some limiting beliefs. You have some subconscious programming that needs to be shifted. I give you an example. For example, like Abraham Hicks talks a lot about feeling happy, right? You want to feel great because everything you want at the end of the day is because you want those things because of the feelings that it gives you, right? So you want to feel great. And that's so true. But if you feel great, if you feel happy, if you put on a music and dance all day, every day, and you create this beautiful vision board, put it on your wall. But in your subconscious, you have a belief from your childhood
mm.
that it is hard to make money, then it will be freaking hard for you to make money, no matter
Yeah.
how much you dance and sing and have vision boards.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the foundation. That is what Bob teaches, reprogramming the subconscious mind. Understanding, first of all, what is going on in your subconscious mind, because sometimes we don't even know.
A lot of times that's what makes it subconscious.
Exactly. Exactly. So many times we don't know. We need to spend a lot of time and work with a mentor to realize what are our, because those are our blind spots. And we lived with ourselves forever. So we are so familiar with ourselves. We don't know what's going on in the subconscious. So that's what we need to learn and shift. So you learn what's going on in your subconscious, and then you reprogram the subconscious mind. And parallel to that, you have a vision board and you say affirmations and you visualize your dream every day. And there's just so much more, like in terms of details of like every day to day
Yes.
things. But
And
these are the most important things.
I love this because it's a really beautiful combination of not just having all of the light and all of the positivity. It's you also have to clear out the basement. You also have to make sure that everything is taken care of in your subconscious, which usually we are not really realizing. But if you aren't where you want to be at, then there is something that's in the way that you're not seeing clearly. You have
Yeah,
to out.
yeah, absolutely. And manifestation is more about, I love when you said cleaning the basement, is more about what do I need to remove. It is not about what do I need to learn, what do I need to get, what do I need to add, what affirmations do I need to say. It is more about what is that dirt or garbage in the basement that I need to let go, and I need to release, and I need to understand that it's just the programming.
Yes, it's making me think of, I keep seeing these ads for videos where they're like, this is what color your tile floor is supposed to be. Can we show you? And then they clean it and it's like, whoa, I thought my tile was actually beige. The whole time it was really white. And it's like, we don't realize that we're just so used to our own minds. We're so used to our limiting beliefs that we think they're just fact. We think it's just real, and you're helping people go in and clean out all those things so that we can see what's actually possible for us.
Yeah, I give you an example. Something just came to my mind, because sometimes even after you, even sometimes when you start working with a mentor, it sometimes takes time. For example, right now I have a client. He's a very high profile, successful gentleman. He's in finances, and Bob Proctor calls the subconscious programming paradigm. His paradigm is that my work is so stressful. I come home from work. I need to, and I absolutely have to, have a glass of wine and watch 2 hours of Netflix to rewind. And I told him last time, but it's just your belief. I have another person who I'm working with, and he is very successful too, and he's in a really stressful industry, but he has learned that he doesn't need a glass of wine and he doesn't need 2 hours of Netflix. All he needs is 20 minutes of intentional breath work. And that calms his whole nervous system. He was resistant to it at the beginning. Why? Because we are used to the way we live. We are used to instant gratification. Netflix, social media is easy, of course, to just disconnect and get lost in the movie. But you are wasting hours of your life this way. So it's sometimes even either we don't realize what are those subconscious limiting beliefs, or when we realize, it's still hard to reprogram it, because it takes time and we need to be really persistent. And in order to be really persistent and go through everything and change some of your habits that are really sometimes hard to change, you need to have a big desire. So everything starts from a desire. You need to have a big goal. You need to have something that comes from your heart, that you're so passionate about, and it feels like so out there, and you have no idea how to get there. This is the first step towards having an amazing life. You start with a dream, with a fantasy, something you've never done before. And you probably don't know anyone else in your life who has done it before. But you love it. You absolutely love it. And it gives you chills. That's where we start.
I just love it. And it, like, even just that for me was like painting a picture, because I can see it, and I hope that everyone listening can see that thing, that it's like, oh my gosh, I want that. And if you aren't sure what that is yet, go try some things. Go start, exploring and finding that thing that lights you up until you're like, oh, that's what I want. That's what I want my life to be like. That's what the dream is. And then start, you have to figure out what step one is.
And you're right. So, because sometimes people don't even know what that goal and dream is. And why don't they know? Because they haven't been following their dreams. They haven't been following even the smallest dreams and desires and hobbies that they like, because they've just been in survival mode. I have to do this. I have to take care of the family. I have to take care of the kids. I have to make money. I have to pay the bills. When you are in that fight or flight or freeze and survival mode, there's no room for dreams, of course. So where do you start? Small steps, as you said. Just think about, like, this weekend, what do I like to do? maybe 1 hour. Maybe if I have a family or a business or whatever, I give myself 1 hour. And what do I love to do? Where do I love to go? What do I need? What do I want to search and find out more about? You have social media, you have chat GPT, you have everything. Take advantage of these platforms. Don't just get lost in them. Think about, what do you want? Do you like art? Do you like music? Do you like singing? Do you like creating content? Are you interested in um, engineering, IT? I don't know, whatever it is, like, or small things, little daily things. Just follow the breadcrumbs. Follow the breadcrumbs, and you will soon know what is that big desire, what is that big thing. So many times, why the reason why we don't know what is that dream that we want for our life is because as soon as you want to even think about it, less than a millisecond, your mind comes up with how am I going to get that? I don't have the money, I don't have time, I don't have resources, and your mind shuts down immediately, right away. That's why you think you don't know what you want. You know what you want. Your mind tries to find out the way and the how immediately, and that's why you get blocked. So you have to keep telling yourself, you don't need to know the how. You're not actually supposed to know the how to your dream life, because your dream life, your dream goal, that fantasy is supposed to create another version of you, to bring out another version of you who's different from this version of you. It's still you, but it's a different version of you. So you're not even vibrationally there. Of course, you're not going to know the how. Of course, you're not going to know the steps. All you need to know is the next step. That's it.
Yeah.
The next step might be do some research online about people who are doing something that you're interested in and see how they're living. Follow them on social media, something like that.
Well, and the ability to reframe the not knowing into an exciting thing instead of a scary thing. Like, we so badly want to know what's the next step. I need to know every single step before I can even take one action. Like, how about we decide that it's exciting and this is going to be a mystery, and I'm just going to jump in with both feet to this exciting mystery of life, to be surprised by how amazing it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And then know that if you know all the steps, there is no growth, there is no excitement. And as soon as some problem or setback comes up, you're going to give up because you're not really excited about it. Because if you know all the steps, it seems there's no expansion in that. And there is no excitement if there is no expansion.
Yes. Yep. Every single time something goes a little bit not according to plan, it's actually an opportunity for you to grow and become even more amazing, for you to shift and for you to have more expansive opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Every single time. Absolutely.
Yep. And it's when we have that perspective that we can change our minds and change our lives and become who we're meant to be.
It's all about changing the perspective. It's all about changing the perspective. And we have so many ideas that the way we look at the world, the way we look at our life, the way we look at our goals, and it's just such a limiting and wrong perspective. For example, I posted something today. I talked about lessons that we learn in life, and we are in a school of life. As long as we are alive, there are going to be lessons, because we are here to grow and expand. This is what our soul wants. And the lessons are not going to end. And they keep repeating themselves until you learn them. And when you learn them, you get new lessons to learn. And just something came to my mind was like, and before saying that, the perspective should be the opposite of what everybody thinks and feels. Because when a lesson happens in our life, a challenge comes up, something goes not according to our plan, we think, what is wrong with me? When did I make a mistake? What mistake did I make? Why is this happening to me? Where did I go wrong? These are such limiting questions, and questions are so powerful. If whatever question you ask, your mind goes to find the answer for that question. So if you ask, why is this happening to me? Your mind is going to go find the reasons why this is happening to you, because you're not enough, you didn't get enough degrees, or maybe you're not worthy enough. Change your questions and ask, why is this happening for me?
Yes.
What is the lesson here? What is the opportunity to learn a new lesson? Such a great opportunity to learn a new lesson, because when I learn it, then I'm uplifted. I moved from one vibration to another vibration. How do you think we move to a higher vibration? Through lessons, through challenges. And the example, something that came to my mind was like, have you ever played any PlayStation game?
Mm-hmm.
So when some of those games that you have to, they're challenges. You have to either go fight someone, kill someone, something comes up, you have to overcome it. And when you do that, then you will get to the next level.
Yep.
You don't say, why are these things happening to me? What is wrong with me? You know that by overcoming these challenges, you go to the next level, and you want to go to the next level. And sometimes in those games, there are moments that nothing is happening. There's no challenge. You're just walking around. You're trying to find out what is happening and who do you have to combat or fight. And when there is nothing happening, you are not moving to the next level.
Those are the boring moments. Those are the moments when my kids are like, oh, let's get to the good part already. This part is so slow.
Exactly. It is slow. There's no growth. There is ease. There is ease, of course. There is comfort because nothing is happening and you're just walking around. But you know that when you are fighting and when you are overcoming the challenges in that level, it's actually great because that's helping you to move to the next level.
Yes.
That has to be our perspective about life challenges. When I am overcoming the challenges, and everybody has different challenges, and at the same time, they're all very similar. It's either in your relationships, friendships, romantic relationship, health challenges, financial challenges, mental health challenges, physical health challenges, family challenges. And you should just shift your perspective. And I'm just saying you should just shift your perspective. It's not that easy. Why isn't it not that easy? Because we haven't been practicing that. That's the only reason. But we can start practicing as of today.
Yes, here we are. We are up leveling. Let's do it. I love it. This has been amazing. Tell us how we can find you and follow you and work with you so that we can all up level together.
I'm offering a free live masterclass that is called Design Your Dream Life. Amazing. It's kind of like in alignment with your podcast. Yep. Well, it's happening next week. I don't know when you're going to post this. If you post it before April 21st, that is going to be.
Well, maybe we can move it up and we'll get it there sooner.
If you can, yes, that would be great. So it is a free live masterclass. Everybody can join. And I'm going to teach everything about how to create your dream life, how to design your dream life, and how to live it. And there is no fluff. I really, for 5 days, 1 hour a day, I teach everything that I learned in my whole life, and especially my mentor, Bob Proctor, all the things about subconscious reprogramming, mindset, manifestation, self-image, fear. So many times people want to do something. We were just talking before you recorded. People want to take an action, start a business, but there are some fears that's stopping them. I'm going to talk about that, how to use fear in your advantage and create freedom using the fear. Because successful people, they also experience fear. Everybody does. It's just different way that they deal with the fear. So that is something that I offer, and I will send you the link if you want to add it to your show notes, and everybody is more than welcome to join. Other than that, I'm all over social media except TikTok. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube under my first and last name, Helia Oghani.
Amazing. Amazing. I'm so excited to see your workshop and for everyone to come find you. It's been amazing.
Yes. And please, you join too, Carly. It would be my pleasure to see you there. And thank you so much for the opportunity for this interview. Really enjoyed talking to you.
Thanks, me too.
Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Be the Dream podcast. In the show notes, you're going to find links to be a guest on the show, the free Jumpstart Journal, and a place to book your free 15-minute one-on-one coaching call where I will guide you on how to step more fully into your dream. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend. Let them know that you're thinking about them, and let's share inspiration with as many people as we can. We could all use a little more motivation. See you next time, and until then, remember to be the dream.